that we do at Mental Health America. With our classes, and I'm trying to get a core group so that we can do a mental health first aid class here. Because we can actually, if you have 10 or more, we can actually come to you and do a class. But we do classes at the Care Center over by the Wrigley's Market, right in the cut through of the Care Center. We do classes there, we do classes at Jackie Robinson, we do classes for the county. We, so far this year alone, have trained over 5,000 people. Okay? In addition to that, if you don't want to come to the class and you don't have the time,
Website?
it's on the slide.
Okay.
It's www.mhasd.org. Okay? And it's all on the business card. So, with Mental Health America, in addition to all of the other services studying amongst themselves to come together and heal themselves as well. Okay? So what our organization did, what Ms. Daphne did, and Mr. Wooten, one of the founders, he just passed away recently, but they started the Father to Child program. The Father to Child program, although it's primarily for men that are transitioning from incarceration, we embrace and encourage any man that wants to have a better relationship with his children, or the mother of his children, or the guardian of his children, come to the class. It's a 12-week curriculum. And although it's curriculum based, it's more of the men getting to know you're not the only one. You know, you're not the only one. You've been gone for 3 years. Your kids don't know you. Daddy, where you been? You know, it's that one of the things that I debate about a lot with my boss. Is that, okay, we get the men to a point that they're healthy and happy, but what about the women? Because the women are the ones that carry the load. Or the cousin, or the girlfriend. They had to carry the heavy load while this man was gone. So you're dealing with the man and getting him at a point that he's healthy and happy, but what about the women? You know, expressing themselves. You know what I'm saying?
It's not manly.
It's not for whatever reason, you know. Men are very emotional creatures. We just have to learn how to get into the heart of a man. You know, I love the book of Job, because when you read the book of Job, and Job's wife was the first nagging wife. Job, what you do? You did something. You done pissed God off. Now look, we ain't got no kids, we ain't got no property. Men know. Men know, they know the lights ain't on, they know the rent needs to be paid, they know it ain't no food. But if you're constantly doing that, what they gonna do? They're not gonna do it, or they're gonna leave, or it's not get into it a lot. Because that's my brother, so we go at it. But I respect him as a man, and I know my boundaries. If you want respect, you gotta come with respect. And they don't want to talk about it, because it's horrific on the other side of the wall. They experience things that you don't even imagine would happen. Women too. Right now we talking about me. Okay? And understand the heart of man. So that's what the Father to Child program is all about. Men understanding themselves. What triggers them? You know what I'm saying? How to articulate their feelings. You know, how to be better men. By being a better man, you can be a better father. So that's our Father to Child program. Flyers for our classes for mental health first aid. But the classes are every month. Every month. It's a rotation. The classes are every month. We can cut it down to 6 hours, or it can fit into, you know, whatever your profile, whatever your needs are. At the end of the day, at the end of the class, you get a certification. Certification is good for 3 years, I think, 2 or 3 years, because they upped it up. But what that means is that you're certified as a first responder. That means that Mr. Shell are to be respected. You know, even in your most vulnerable times, you have a sense of don't talk to me like I'm a child, or don't talk to me like I have some problem. Talk to me because I'm a person. Come with me in a different kind of way. Don't come at me like I'm what's going on. You know, ask me. He might have stuttered. You know, he might have just been a little bit slow. You know, you don't know what a person can do. You know, but me, and especially children, someone, that they're hurting someone. Young girl, nerves. nutrition, education, relaxation, and detoxification. They did the backtrack as to what happened. Because everybody knows, well, they have mental health problems. Well, if you do it at the front end, why didn't you take care of them at the back end? Okay? 13 years old. What is blood coming from? She's cutting herself, you know? Then she just did a rapid decline from school. Stopped studying, stopped doing what she needed to do. Well, my question is, well, if they know it now, why didn't they know it then? Okay? After the fact, then the mother started asking questions. Then the man felt so bad about what he had done, he exposed himself. Okay? But that baby is gone at 13 years old to a child. And that's what we need to do. We need to be nosy. We need to be nosy. We need to not push things under the rug. We need to expose. They have no imagination. Disneyland. They don't want to go to Disneyland. They want to TikTok. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to play. They want to do what they do. And then people don't want to tell. They don't want to tell the truth. Like I said, John exposed me 24/7. You know? You're hungry. He laughed, came and checked on me. You know, he fed me. What God said, if you're hungry, feed them. They naked, clothe them. Come on now. But what about sharing? It's all about Mr. and Mr. Lambert told their story. She tells her story constantly. But hearing their story time and time and time again, every time I hear it, I hear something different. Every time I hear it, I learn something different. Our program, we also have a brand new class of therapists that work with foster care parents and foster care children. You know your family, but you don't know who you're adopting into your home as a stranger. So the 24/7 is called FIRS, Family Urgent Response Team, and it's also for the if you have a situation where you need to talk to someone one-on-one or a family situation, you have therapists on. We have a 24-hour hotline with a lot of the schools here in San Diego because of the pandemic. Parents, laymen can call the hotline number and talk. It's 988, but it's mental health first aid class. Mental health first aid warm line is what they call it. So, questions? Comment again.
What did you say the father child?
It's open enrollment. Open enrollment.
And they have sessions called
Every Monday.
This, because I've being brought up old school, like you were saying, our parents didn't, talk about things with us, and we suppressed a lot of things to take care of my kids. So now that I'm out of mom did not seek therapy for me or anything like that because at that time they did not do that.
They didn't talk about trauma.
Right. So I am so glad that this is something that is
Mental Health America. Cute little white boy, dimpled, cute as he could be, bubbly. It was also the March in October. Kurt committed suicide. No rhyme, no reason. He went to, and we got the news that Saturday that he committed suicide in his room. It came out later that he had been exposed to the AIDS virus. One of the founders of the Father to Child program, he passed away last month. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that we carry in us, and we don't share. We keep it, we don't share it. One of the cases that when I first started doing outreach for Mental Health America, and you guys remember the story, Alfredo, this man in El Cajon. Yeah, he had mental health problems, and he was asthmatic. He was in the parking lot in El Cajon, frailing out and doing all kinds of stuff, and his sister was in the apartment building. She was looking at him, looking down at her brother. So she needed the PERT team. The PERT team is like when they call, psychiatric and emergency response team. El Cajon, they didn't have a PERT team that day, so they sent the police. When the police rolled up, he was doing his asthma pump. All they saw was the cylinder, and they thought it was a gun when they shot it. Alfredo is gone, but I'm concerned about his sister.
Because she made the phone call.
She made the phone call. And her, what is her mindset?
Yeah.
Guilt, blame, shame.
Yes.
Trauma. Trauma. So, okay?
Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you. Okay, everybody ready to eat?
Love you.
Thank you.
You need to sign off.
Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate you attending the Grandparents Connection today. We'll be having breakfast in a few minutes. Those that want to stay, you're welcome to. So order your breakfast and take care. Thank you.
You a pop.